Have you ever wanted to make a calendar in Tableau? It's actually pretty simple. Let's walk through a few step-by-step instructions together. A calendar can be an excellent way to visualize data, just about any type of data. Here's the dashboard I built that displays quantity shipped per day for Superstore. I have a parameter that allows users to select a specific customer, and the view updates to highlight any days where shipments went out to that customer. Feel free to navigate to this dashboard on Tableau Public. The link is provided in the description below. Let's take a look at what it takes to build a view like this. You'll start by setting up your view, adding your rows and columns. You're going to drag your date field to columns, and it needs to be the weekday of your date field. Next, you'll add the year of your date field onto the rows shelf and the month of your date field right beside the year of your date field. And finally, you'll add the week of your date field onto your rows shelf. To create a calendar that looks at about a month of data, you'll want to filter on your date field. Here you can see that I've selected the top 30 dates, and that will ensure that the most recent 30 days remain in my view. This can be particularly useful if you plan to publish your workbook, your calendar, out to Tableau server. If you are connected to an automated data source, as new data is added to that source every day, if your filter is set up in a way like this, it will make sure that the most recent data is always displayed in your dashboard. At this point, you should have a view that looks something like this. Okay, now we want to label each date in the calendar with our date field. So drag your date field to label and adjust the date format however you'd like. You can see here I've chosen to display the dates with the month abbreviation and the day. You also want to drag your measure field to your label as well. At this point, the calendar is starting to come together. You'll want to widen the view, drag that out to make a bigger calendar. Adjust the size of the font that you're using for your measure field to create a band on your calendar that just lists your measure field really big each day. Another formatting suggestion is to remove row banding. You'll also want to change the mark type to square. This will create a heat map, and drag your measure field onto color. You may also want to add a border to separate each day in your calendar. Step 7, you'll want to hide your row headers. You should have 3: year of your date field, month and week of your date field. You'll want to hide each one. This is our last and final step. Here, you'll want to work on any finishing touches for the view. You can increase the font size for the weekdays across the top of the calendar. You can also change the date format for those days to show just the abbreviation or the first letter. And you'll add this view to your dashboard and begin formatting the dashboard itself. Here's another look at the final product. The link to find this dashboard on Tableau Public is listed below in the description. Please feel free to download this workbook and play with it. And now you know exactly how to build it yourself. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for future videos.